not just learn the education of the product, but what does it look like to actually offer it in the home, and how can we convert, just talking about it into an actual sale. You bring more than that. You have a way that you can get the service department and the maintenance department, up to speed on best practices, whatever that looks like, to bring more value.
As a manufacturer's rep, I think part of the secret to your success is that engagement with the field, right? I mean, being in front of the field. So you're actively involved in training, basically the brand, the different brand in your line card you're out working with. Tell us a little bit about how you work with the field.
Yeah, no, that's a great question. So that's something that I feel like is critical in terms of representing manufacturers, is getting engagement with the end user, and not just pitching a product, but full on training and communication, and what that looks like for them as the end user to go and then use the products and then offer those products. So as a rep, obviously I sell to distribution, and those are the customer that purchases the product. But I work to engage and partner with the territory managers and each different distribution partner, whether it's Goodman or Carrier or Train or whoever it is, and go in on those products that they support us on, and then try to get the territory manager to work on setting up some visits with the contractor to go in. And then we'll do just kind of a warm intro a lot of times, and then they'll kind of get me in. I usually tell them, look, give me the opportunity to ride with you. And if it's not what you feel like is worth your time, I'll never ask you again. And every single one of them, I've been back, 4 or 5 times on ride alongs, and, we've sold boatloads of product. And so we go into the contractor, and then I'll give my line card, and we have a little training card that we've developed as Target Sales on different stuff that we train on, and IAQ obviously being a very hot topic, and then present that to the contractor of, hey, here's a way that we can, not just sell you product, but bring value and help your guys to get the education and then to implement that, not just learn the education of the product, but what does it look like to actually offer it in the home, and how can we convert, just talking about it into an actual sale, and then build value for that contractor and make them more profitable overall, instead of just running calls to run calls.
Yeah, a couple of great points you made there that I just want to call out here is the ride-alongs in and of themselves, if you're a territory manager out there working for a distributor, please take your reps offer up to ride along with them. We're not out there to steal your customers, right? I mean, that's like just a thing that I think a lot of territory managers, why would I put him in front of that guy? He's one of my good. Well, the point is we want to help you grow your business if you're a territory manager, right? And it's use us as an asset. And by the way, we don't make money unless you make money.
Yes.
when it all boils down to it, right? I mean, we're not,
Well, I've seen a lot of success for territory managers where, because I do get guys, like you said, that they're hesitant, and they don't want, I'm like, look, this is a way for you, loyalty is not a really common thing in our industry anymore with contractors to territory managers. I mean, every contractor has 5 distribution partners. They buy from a bunch of different people. But if you're a territory manager and you can bring a guy like myself in, or even one of my competitors, whoever it is, and bring more value to your contractor, they're going to see you as more of somebody they want to have every day to work with, because you bring more than just a price for a box of equipment. You bring more than that. You have a way that you can get the service department and the maintenance department, up to speed on best practices, whatever that looks like, to bring more value. And that creates more value for the TM, and then obviously for us as reps.
Right. And the TM, I'd be relieved because now I don't have to be the expert. I'll bring Chris in. Chris is the expert in on this.
Yep.
And I'll learn something from hearing him, talk about it, but I don't have to be the expert. I just need to put Chris in front of my guys, right? This is the positive, right? Put Chris in front of my guys, my customers, and wow, like opening some doors, right? Shed some light on, and that's the other thing, it's not really selling. It's education, right? Selling is education actually, right? Because I'm sure you spent plenty of time, we'll talk about this, in front of homeowners. It's like, you're not really trying to you're shedding light on the homeowners are more apt to buy something if they understand it. Correct? Would you agree with
Yeah,
that?
100%.